joined by the coaching staff after a disappointing defeat, if that sums it up. Just your thoughts, please.
Yeah, really poor performance. Really poor performance. At no point we were in the game today. Felt a bit off when we got here. Warm-up wasn't anywhere near where it needed to be. And that followed us onto the pitch, and Leek were aggressive, they were direct, dangerous at set pieces, which is, credit to them, that's their strengths, that's what they do. They were actually getting the ball down and playing a lot more football than we were. It was a day we asked to dominate possession and sort of pick up the momentum of the performance from last week. Scratching my head, mate. Miles off where we needed to be. Nowhere near where the standards are. Nowhere near the reflection of the work that goes on, behind the scenes, and the work that we've been doing on the pitch and in classrooms, and just really struggling to get my head around why that's transpired on the pitch. So not a good one at all. Not a fun day.
Sums up the season, doesn't it? Can compete against the top teams like last week, and then today just faltered. Didn't follow any instructions. Didn't keep it simple. Made the game so much harder than it needed to be. Credit to Leek. They took all of their chances. And the one time we did get through, the goal that we got, we followed the basics. Every other time we had glimpses in the game, but for the majority it's just hoofball. Yeah. Reflecting the result. So.
Is it just down to basics and just hard work today? Is that more or less the situation?
Yeah. I think we conceded a free kick, goal from a free kick, goal from a corner. The sixth goal was a very odd one. Lack of concentration, lack of ownership, lack of desire. Just put it all together and you end up getting heavily beaten. And like I say, there's going to have to be a fair amount of reflection to be done there, because the fixtures aren't getting any easier. Redditch Borough away next week, break, then Redditch Borough at home. Then we've got Moors, Shifnal and Shrewsbury. So, we turn up doing that. And I've said this to the girls in the training room, you can expect 10 goals plus conceded. It was literally that bad today.
Yeah. There's not much I can add to it, to be honest. It's just one of those ones you're going to take the hit, get back to training, work on the things that we need to work on, and try and see if we can bounce back.
You talk about bouncing back, obviously you just mentioned you've got Redditch Borough next. How do you sort of go about doing that? Is it just a hell of a lot of reflection, see what you can put right, or is it...
Maybe one positive is it can't really get much worse than what it was today. And whether we like it or not, we're going to have to shake it off, and we're going to have to really get to work on Tuesday. Maybe we need to have a little bit of a rejuggle of what it is that we're doing. Are things getting too samey, or the messages not being received as loudly as they need to. So do we need to do something different? Maybe that's what I mean. That's where the reflection will kind of come in. But Redditch, I know they've had a bit of a shock result today. Well, that just goes to show anything can happen in football. Unfortunately, we picked up a hell of a lot of injuries today. Molly was on the end of a really poor challenge, which went unpunished. We've then had another 2 girls go out with concussion. So, Darcy got volleyed up in the air and she's landed terribly. Again, that just goes unpunished. And Poppy took one to the face. Liv's injured. Keely's carrying a knock. So the injury list is mounting up. So we're in a tough spot at the moment. We could really have done without the injuries to compound the result that we've had today. But that's football, and we have to dust ourselves down and react and try and make sure that doesn't happen again, and definitely doesn't happen again next Sunday.
Partly for us to go and turn it around, but some of the girls as well, they're capable of doing it, they're capable of putting performances in. It's now a case of actually delivering on the day. It can't just be when we play the top teams that we feel, we can compete in here, and as soon as we play teams in and around us, it all goes down the drain. That can't work. We've got to be competitive in all the fixtures. And even if it means last 5 games, we turn it around, ready for next season, then that's what we're going to have to do. But performances need to be much better than they are.